We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. Here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, continuing to retest key resistance levels and holding support here above the 472 area. And in today's volatility, our SPY buy at 9:40 a.m. sent out a bull indicator. And from that moment forward, inflows crossed the midpoint to the upside, full strength on 42 vision, and call options went up 120% plus within an hour, guys. And as you see it popping up there within the screen, within the options chain, some options even went higher than that. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots, and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, fighting to hold support here. And in today's video, we're going to break down the key levels I would watch going into tomorrow, what's going on with the inflow versus outflow, and bull and bear indicators. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity that was mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home run today was spectacular beyond expectations, and if you guys want to know about these stocks early on and receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots, and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So the home run today was from our Tesla bot. Our Tesla bot at 9:30 a.m. sent out a bull indicator, and from that moment forward, inflows crossed the midpoint to the upside, full strength on 42 vision, and call options went up 90% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots. We look forward to have you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump to these charts. Here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, doing a full transition from the dip area to the rip area in the last 2 days. And if this is your first time coming across the channel, this is 42 vision, which allows us to see the dips from the rips to the dips, and where the strength and weakness lies within the charts. And we also use our bull and bear indicators and inflow versus outflow as an extra layer of confirmation, which I'm going to pull up here and you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, under a bull indicator at the 469 area. We just round that up to 470 here at the 469.90 level, and canceling out that bear indicator from up here at 472. You could see how things broke out and tried to hold above it and fight here in the after hours yesterday, and today it broke out even higher, hitting newer highs here on the SPY, right? The recent resistance was up here at 473.73, and here it is above it at the 474.76 level, trying to continue pushing up higher and continuing the staircase effect here so far within the last several days. And it's going to be crucial and critical here for this bull indicator to continue to hold true and for the inflows to follow to justify any further strength to the upside, right? So we're going to break down the key levels I would watch and what's going on with the inflow versus outflow in just a moment. Now, when we zoom out on the SPY stock onto the 1 hour in the bigger picture, a bull indicator popped up at the 470.80 level, canceling out that bear indicator from last Friday. And it was the first bear indicator that popped up since the bull indicator from down here at the 455 level back on December 7th, right? You could see that strength there, hit highs up here of 473, pulled back down to 468, found support, and fought itself back up to find support above the 470s, and here it is with strength since yesterday, with a bull indicator since the 470.80 level, and continuing that staircase effect here as well, right? So on the 1 hour chart, this bull indicator is going to be crucial. I would not ignore it. And within the volatility of the 15 minute, we could see a bull indicator has been dominating since the pre-market at the 471.78 level. That's where support was found in the after hours yesterday. And the staircase effect was formed here throughout the whole entire day, with that bull indicator dominating all day since the pre-market within the volatility. Now, we need to look at the inflow versus outflows and what key levels I would watch going into tomorrow. We're going to break it all down in today's video. Here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, the SPY stock with inflows coming back up after crossing in today's pre-market with outflows dominating, crossing back up into the open and the rest of the day, hitting highs up here of 1.98 and so far hitting a high up here of 474.80. But in the second half of the day, outflows have began. But why has the chart not collapsed? Because these outflows have not crossed the midpoint. Inflows are still dominating even though they're red, and they're currently sitting at 1.18. Definitely something to not ignore here. If the bulls want to continue that strength and reflect further strength into these charts, it needs to switch from red to green, pull back up away from the midpoint, and based off the history of the chart, it does have room to go higher, right? It hit highs up here back on Wednesday, right? December 13th of 8.48. And things ran up from 464 all the way up to 473. Now, is it guaranteed to make the same exact move or go that high? No, but there is room to go higher here if these inflows start to pull away from the midpoint with strength. Right now, it is sitting at 1.18 and they're red here on the 30 minute. Now, when we zoom out and look at this from the 1 hour, we could see here in the bigger picture, inflows are above the midpoint even though outflows began and never crossed the midpoint to the downside. And these inflows hit highs here so far sitting flat of 2.11. And to further justify any move to the upside, these inflows will need to pull upwards away from the midpoint with strength. And that's something to not ignore here in the bigger picture of the 1 hour chart. Now, when we zoom into the volatility of the 15 minute, we could see how the inflows dominated here in the first half of the day. Outflows did begin in the middle of the day, but it found support at the 473.80 area, and it pushed itself back up with inflows trying to pick up here into the close. Now, outflows have began here in the after hours, and this is definitely something in the volatility I would not ignore. If this continues to the downside or even crosses the midpoint, it could quickly start to reflect that weakness into these charts, and possibly a bear indicator can pop up as well. So definitely something here to not overlook within these charts and within the volatility of the 15 minute and the 1 hour. And what key levels I would watch? Well, the first thing is support, guys. And the first support level is the 473.80 area. That's where things found support here in the middle of the day. If that gets broken through and these outflows continue to the downside towards the midpoint on the 30 minute and also here on the 15 minute in the volatility, the next support I'll be watching is the 472.50 area, and then below that is the 470 level. Now, to the upside, it's going to be crucial and critical for these inflows to pick back up, switch from red to green on the 15 minute, reflect that strength here into these charts, and roll that strength over into the 30 minute as well. And the first resistance is the 475 level. Then above that is 477. And then I'll be watching the 480 area. So these are the key levels I'll be watching to the upside and to the downside. The bull and bear indicators are going to be crucial. And the inflow versus outflows, I would not ignore them as they're really close to the midpoint here on the 15 minute in the volatility. And they're red on the 30 minute. But inflows are still dominating. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. And let's make some money.